did. You definitely did. Hello and welcome to BODHI. I'm Stephen Weigand. This is our 75-minute power vinyasa flow yin super chill yoga class. All right, so let's have you guys start on your backs. He was waiting. I was going to trick him, but then no, he didn't do that. So you're going to bring your knees to 90 degrees. We're just going to start with some basic chill crunches here. So you're just going to take the hands behind your head, press the back of the head into the hands, and you can even flex the baby toes back towards your chin. Yep. And you're just going to lift your head and shoulder blades up off the mat as you keep like a little grapefruit underneath your chin. He's already come up, and then inhale, you can come back down. Nice. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Good. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. I'm just going to stand here all class and go exhale. Inhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. That's 12. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. 10 more. Exhale. Inhale. Nice. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Bring the knees a little closer together. Inhale. That's it. Exhale. Flex baby toes back again. Inhale. Good. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. 2 more. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Piece of cake, right? From there, extend the right leg up and lengthen the left leg long. So you're going to reach the arms over your head, hook the right thumb on top of your left thumb. Nice. Peel the thumbs apart. For a little more, lift the left heel up away from the mat like Chris has done here. And now with thumbs hooked, I just want you to exhale, crunch up. Keep the biceps in line with the ears as you crunch up. If this is too much on your head or neck, you can take the hands back behind your head. Nice. Hold it here for a couple moments. See if you can lift the shoulder blades a little higher. That's it, buddy. Take one more here. And then nice and easy. Left leg all the way up to meet the right. Switch sides. Lower the right leg down. Good. Hook the left thumb on top of the right. That's it. And then again, go ahead and exhale, crunch it up. Again, if this is too much on the neck, take the hands behind the head. No worries. By the look of Chris's face, it looks like he's really enjoying this a lot, so I'm sure that you are too. Take one more breath here. And good, take the right leg up to meet the left. Good, hug both knees in for a moment. Give it a little break. That's only halfway through this little thing that I just conjured up 5 minutes before doing this. Okay. Extend the right leg up, take the left leg long. All right, you know what, I'll skip one section of it. Reach the arms by your sides. Just go ahead and exhale, crunch it up. Good, a little easier? Okay, just needed some validation. Good, lift a little higher. Take the right shin a little closer to your nose, that's it. Kick that right heel a little higher, awesome. Now take the left leg all the way up to meet the right, good. If you need a break, you can set the upper body down. Otherwise, just right into the second side. Lower the right heel down just an inch up off the mat. That's it, scissor blade the thighs towards the midline. Good, lift the shoulder blades a little higher. Nice, take one more inhale there. Good, take the right leg up to meet the left. Hug both knees in to meet the chest, nice. You up for a little bit more? Piece of cake, that's what I like to hear. Okay, set the soles of the feet down. Take the hands, actually hook the right thumb on top of the left. Yep, same thing. Woo! He's sorry he said that. Okay, now, actually one time, take the hands behind your head. We're gonna just show you this, okay? You've probably done this before if you've done my class. Exhale, crunch up. Inhale, extend the legs forward. Set the feet down, lift a little higher as you exhale, and then inhale, roll it down. Now you can keep doing that or reach the arms all the way out over your head, hook the right thumb on top of the left. Yep, biceps in line with the ears, and then exhale, crunch it up. Inhale, extend the legs. Nice. Set the feet down, lift a little higher. Inhale, roll it down. Good. Exhale, crunch it up. Inhale, extend the legs. Good. Set the feet down, lift a little higher, and then lower down. Switch the hook of the thumbs, left on top of the right. 2 like this. Exhale, crunch it up. Inhale, extend the legs forward. Set the feet down, lift a little higher. Inhale, lower down. Nice. 1 more like that. Exhale, crunch it up. Inhale, extend the legs. Set the feet down, lift a little higher, and then lower down. Nice. Take the hands back behind the head. One time like this. Exhale, crunch it up. Inhale, extend the legs. Now, reach the arms all the way by your sides. Good. Pump the belly. Kalabate, breath of fire. Five seconds. Good. Hold. Navasana. Crunch it all the way up. Yeah, you can do the knee version of Navasana. Squeeze the knees a little bit closer together. That's it. You can even take the fingertips right by your hips. Take one more inhale here. Good. All the way into forearm plank. Come all the way up. Yep. Set the elbows down. So you can do this version if you want, where you're clasping fingertips, or you can take the version that Chris has got here. Okay. Make sure that you got the shoulders right up over the elbows. Okay. Press the ulnar wrist points down, and then pull your elbows back towards your toes. You're on the clock already. We're 10 seconds in. We just got 50 seconds to go. So if this gets to be too much at any point, you just drop the knees down to the ground. Okay, especially in the face of what I just threw your way. See if you can slow the breath down on the inside. So you're counting, I would suggest, either to the count of 3 or 5 on your inhale, and then the same thing on your exhale. And for you, buddy, slide a little bit further forward, shoulders, yeah, that's it. Broaden out through your collarbones, drop your hips slightly lower, lift your thighs slightly higher. That's it. It's like my hands are on your hips and I'm pulling your hips back towards the back of the mat. And simultaneously, you're pulling your elbows back and coiling your spine further forward. That's it. Now keep the front ribs lifting into the back body. Yep. Squeeze your wrists in towards the midline. There you go. And nice. Set the left hand in line with the right. And then the right hand straight all the way to plank pose. 1 minute here. Oh my God, what are we doing? If this is too much, drop the knees down to the floor. I can hear people cursing at me already. It's okay. It's good. Curse at me. Actually, it's a wonderful opportunity. Rather than, resistance comes up when there's anger or something triggers us. See if you can use that energy and channel it into the pose. See if it's more effective that way. Because resistance a lot of times pulls energy from us. If we use anger and move it that way out of us, it's empowering. It actually gives us energy. So it's not turning inward, but we're moving it in a direction that's favorable. And attending to the breath will always allow you to channel that energy most efficiently. And drop the knees down. Oh my God. Take a child's pose. Take a child's pose. I know, that was a crushing beginning. That was probably the hardest beginning that we've done so far, don't you think? Should we end class right now? Okay, good. I was hoping that you'd say that. So you can take a child's pose and hang here as long as you want, because that was pretty tough. Or if you'd like to take cat's breath with Chris and I, you're going to come up to all fours. Line the shoulders right up over the wrists, hips over the knees. Squeeze the wrists in, press the thumb and forefinger down, and then press the tops of your feet down. Yeah, press your baby toes down. And then as you inhale, scoop your heart forward. And then as you exhale, tuck the chin and dome through the back of the heart. Nice. Inhale lengthens you forward. And then exhale, round. Nice. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Just take a few more on your own. It's your pace, your rhythm. Good. Good. The next time you inhale and lengthen forward, you're going to pause there for a moment. Let's go ahead and have you uncurl your toes, lift your knees just an inch up off the mat. Now squeeze your shins back, squeeze your thighs back. Yep, lift the side waist, lift the side neck. I was going to have you do something crazy here, but I won't. Downward facing dog. Lift it all the way up and back. Nice. Start to shake it out a little bit. You can begin to bend one knee and the other knee. And so again, when you're pushed to your edge and your limit, it's kind of just more of a curiosity of how you respond in the face of challenge. I know a lot of times I'll get annoyed. And so in that annoyance, again, can you, instead of turning it in or turning it as resistance, can you use it as fuel to stay connected to the present moment, which will engage your soul and your strength in a different way. Take a nice big inhale in through your nose. Exhale, let it out. So we're not just making a hard class to make a hard class, you know. Hard classes are fun, but it's much more fun when the soul can come to the party and be a part of it as well. Next, inhale, come high up onto your tippy toes. Swivel your heels over to your right. Press a little more into your left palm, especially your thumb and forefinger. Yep. And then from there, swivel all the way over to the other side. Good. And then come back to the tippy toes. Inhale, plank pose. Glide the shoulders all the way over wrist into top of a push-up. Good. Go ahead and drop your knees down. We're going to take about 5 chaturanga push-ups here. So shift the weight forward about an inch. Squeeze the elbows in. Pull the palms back towards the back of the mat, and then bend the elbows lower chaturanga halfway. You can set the tops of the feet down or not. Inhale, press it back up, plank. Again, bend the elbows lower halfway, chaturanga, elbows in more. Keep them that in. Keep the wrists in. Press it back up, plank. Keep the wrists in. Bend the elbows lower halfway down, chaturanga. That's it. Press it right back up to plank. You got 2 more. Bend the elbows lower halfway down, chaturanga. Press it back up to plank. 1 more time. Bend the elbows lower halfway down, chaturanga. Hold. Widen the collarbones out. Press it back up to plank, and then downward facing dog. Walk the hands all the way back towards the feet. Woo! How are we feeling? He was saying, woof! I like it. If you're not feeling woof, I'm sure you're cursing at me, which I like. I like that. So if you got videos of yourself, please send them my way. I'd love to see your responses. Bend the knees a little bit deeper. Set the shins on the thighs if you can. Yeah. Maybe even bend the knees a little deeper tonight so you can actually get the ribs on your thighs. Nice. And then with your breath, very slowly press the head of your thigh bone slightly back towards the back of the mat. See if you can keep the ribs close to the thighs, but get a little bit more hamstring engagement. And you don't have to go very far. It could just be like a little bit. Nice. And take another inhale here. Exhale, release the hands down to the floor. Walk the hands back to downward facing dog. We'll take a few breaths in down dog before we carry on with the joy. Press the fleshy part between the thumb and forefinger down. So it's like, I know I say this a lot, it's like my hands are on your hips. I'm trying to get you elongation, so I'm pulling the hips back. That's it. And as you pull your hips up and back, press the head of the thigh bones slightly back. It's not so much the kneecaps, it's the head of the thigh bones. Yes. Then widen your collarbones out and firm your upper outer arms in. Now take a nice big inhale in through your nose and let it out. Awesome. From there, come high up onto your tippy toes. Inhale, plank pose. Glide the shoulders all the way over the wrists into top of a push-up. So you know you can take that knee version of chaturanga. I recommend it if you don't feel totally engaged here. If you're with us, bend the elbows, lower halfway down, chaturanga. Come right back up the plank, lift your right foot just an inch up off the floor. Now from there, pull the knee all the way into your nose. Yep, keep pressing the floor away, but drop your hips a little lower, lift your heel a little higher, the right heel, that's it. And 3-legged dog, shoot the leg all the way up and back, good. Actually from there you can roll the hip open, bend the top knee, circle the ankle around a little bit, that'll probably feel good. Work your left armpit slightly forward. Nice, and reattend to your breath, because I know what we do in here is not easy. So if you do a quarter of it, I would rather you do it engaged with your breath than just trying to muscle through things, so that we can, again, bring the soul to the party. Work the outer left hip in and back, re-levelize your hips. Okay, from there, take the knee to the back of your right tricep muscle. Try to get the center of the knee on the skin of the arm. Now look forward, lift the knee a little higher. Lengthen the heart a little further forward. Keep this length. Shoot the right leg back to 3-legged plank. Lengthen further forward. You can keep this or lower chaturanga. Good. Press it right back up plank. Pull the knee across to your left tricep muscle. Work the right shoulder back a little bit. That's it. Again, a little more length through the heart. Lift of the side ribs. Good. Shoot the right leg back. You can keep it or lower halfway. Chaturanga. Press it right back up. Vashisthasana. Stack the right foot on top of your left foot. If this is too much, of course, you can set your left knee down to the ground. Nice levelization in the hips there. Yep. Make sure not to breathe and try to grimace and growl and hold a lot of tension in your jaw. Yoga. Hashtag yoga. Lift the bottom hip a little higher. Lift the left ear away from the floor. Take one more inhale here. Nice. Now release the right hand down to the floor. Bend the elbows lower halfway down, chaturanga. Back up to plank, bend the elbows lower halfway down, chaturanga. Back up to plank, set the right foot down, lift the left foot up. Good, pull the knee all the way into the chest. Try to stack the shoulders right up over the wrists. Lift the chest away from the ground. That's it. And then three-legged dog. Shoot the leg all the way up. And then from there you can roll the hip open, bend the top knee, circle the ankle, work the right armpit a little bit forward. Nice. I was going to tell a story, but I won't do that. Work the right hip back. Good. Re-levelize the hips. Flex through that left heel. Now take the knee to the back of your left tricep muscle. Pull the knee a little higher up towards the armpit. Nice. Looking forward. Shoot the left leg back. You can keep it or lower chaturanga. Lift back to plank. Pull the knee across. Right tricep muscle. Nice. Pull the left shoulder back a little bit. Awesome. Squeeze the outer wrists in. Keep looking forward. Shoot your left leg back. Lower halfway. Chaturanga. Press it up plank. Stack it up. Fascisthasana. Left foot on top of your right foot. Again, if you need to, you can lower your left knee down to the ground. That's totally cool. Working with stacking your hips. So perhaps your top hip is a little back of the bottom one. Chris's isn't. Chris is pretty stacked, but it's just something I notice a lot of times in class. So potentially working your top hip towards the left side of your mat, side that you're facing. And then lift your right ribs a little higher and widen your shoulder blades out. It's great. Take one more inhale here. Now release the left hand down. On my 5 count, lower all the way to the ground. If you need to drop the knees, do it. Lower 5. That's pretty low for my 5 count. 4. But you can just hold it there. 3, 2, and then all the way down. Walk the hands back so that the elbow tips are right up over your wrists. Look back if you need to. Sometimes it's further back than you think. Okay, now press the tops of the feet down and think more length than lift here. So low cobra, length forward. It's like I could slide like a little credit card underneath your belly button. And then exhale, set the chin down. And then inhale again, lengthen forward, isometrically, pull the palms back towards the back of the mat, and then exhale, set the chin down. Nice. Again, inhale, lengthen forward. And remember that little credit card that I'm sliding underneath your belly button. That's it. Okay, now, from here, if you want a little bit more, lift the palms just an inch away from the floor. Nice. If this is working out well, reach the arms behind you, interlace the hands behind your sacrum. Yep. If you want, you can lift the tops of the feet up off of the mat, And then just for fun tonight, if you want a little bow pose action, bend the knees, reach back and grab the tops of the feet or the ankle. If that's too much, keep where you are, okay? Work your hip points into the mat, yes? Press the tops of the feet or the ankles into the hands and allow the heart to slightly lift as you buckle the hip points together and down towards the floor. That's it. Take one more inhale here. Full up dog, set the hands by the low ribs, press the tops of the feet down, inhale, rise it all the way up. Hold it here for a moment. Now, option, you can either come to down dog or if you want more, squeeze the elbows in, back to chaturanga dandasana. Uncurl the toes, and then from there, press it up plank, all the way to back to downward facing dog. He did it on the tops of his feet. I didn't even say to do that. That's why I said uncurl your toes. That was hard. I mean, we can make it harder if you want to. Is this not hard enough? He's like, no, this is so easy. Okay, cool. We'll amp it up a notch then. Because of Chris. So you can thank him for that. Big inhale in through the nose. Let it out, exhale. Let's take a standard vinyasa. Inhale, plank pose. Glide the shoulders all the way over the wrist, top of a push-up. Bend the elbows lower halfway down, chaturanga dandasana. Over the toes, upward facing dog. Outer ankles in. Lift the head of the thigh bones, not the knees so much, the head of the thighs. Then, slight little bend in the elbows. Pull the heart and the chest through the arms. Press the thumb and forefinger down. Awesome. Downward facing dog. That was a great looking upward facing dog. How'd it feel? Take a few breaths here in the downward facing dog, reattending to your breath. At any point that you feel you've hit your edge, slow things down and breathe. And let the breath guide you. It could guide you into an arm balance. It could guide you down to child's pose. But let the breath choose so that the mind isn't making the choice, that the soul is one step, one beat ahead of the mind. And the way through that, of course, is the breath. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. At the end of the exhale, you can step or jump the feet all the way up to the top. Inhale, elongate forward as you inhale. And then exhale, fold forward. Take the thumbs wide apart, circle the arms, rise it all the way up. And then exhale, pull the palms all the way to the heart. Nice. Palms drop, circle rise, take it all the way up. Exhale, hinge and fold forward, release the hands to the ground. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, lengthen forward halfway. Step your right foot back, then your left foot back. Squeeze the wrists in, lower down, Chaturanga. Over the toes, upward facing dog. And then all the way up and back, downward facing dog, nice. Take 3 to 5 breaths here. Since down dog is such an easy pose, and it's a resting pose, right? It's a resting pose. That's what some I've heard before. It's not a resting pose. Everything is engaged to be supporting your system as best as it can here. So if your arms, your upper body is taking on too much of the weight, press the head of the thigh bones back. Try to lift the hips up and back, and work the heels slightly out. You can see them, yeah, to engage your legs a bit more. And then lift the upper body away from the ground one more time. Firm the upper outer arms in. Press the thumb and forefinger down. Inhale, bend your knees. At the end of the exhale, you can step or jump it all the way up to the top. Lengthen forward as you inhale, and then fold forward as you exhale. Awesome. Circle rise. Take it all the way up. And then exhale, pull the palms together at your heart. Cool, here we go. Round 2. Drop the palms, circle and rise. Exhale, hinge and fold. Release the hands down to the ground. When you inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, lengthen it out, step the opposite foot back, and step and lower down, Chaturanga. Over the toes, upward facing dog. Nice and easy, back to downward facing dog, good. 3 to 5 breaths here. Just had some other ideas that I could throw into the mix to make it a little bit more challenging, since Chris is requesting that as we're going through the practice. Yeah? He likes it. Big inhale in through the nose. He's like, this is so easy. So easy. We won't even do a lion's breath. Bend the knees, look forward. At the end of the exhale, step or jump it all the way up to the top. Lengthen forward as you inhale, and then fold forward as you exhale. Circle rise, take it all the way up. To clear my throat. Exhale, bring the palms together at your heart. Cool. Palms drop, circle rise, take it all the way up. And then exhale, fold, release the hands down to the floor. When you inhale, lengthen forward, let's go over this jump. So put a little bend in your knees, come high up onto the tippy toes as you plant the palms flat. So like a scared cat, I want you to first dome. Yes, now keep that much lift in your low ribs. Now pull the heart forward, pull the palms back, lengthen the heart further forward than you normally do, even further. Now squeeze the elbows in. Keep that, shoot the legs back, Chaturanga. Over the toes, upward facing dog. And then all the way up and back, downward facing dog. Just doing everything we can to engage your core, engage your back in the best way possible. Because a lot of times when people, I've seen, and myself included for a long period of time, jump back, the elbows can be out a little bit, shoulders are prone rotating forward, which can put a lot of stress on the neck and shoulders. So we want to try to keep everything as engaged as possible. Elbows in, ribs lifting. Do you have anything to add? Sure? Okay, inhale, bend the knees, look forward. And at the end of the exhale, step or jump it all the way up to the top. Lengthen forward as you inhale, and then exhale, fold forward. Good, circle rise, take it all the way up. And then exhale, pull the palms together at your heart. Nice. Palms drop, circle rise, take it up. Exhale, hinge and fold forward. Nice, breath sounds good. Lengthen it out as you inhale. Good, step or float it back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Nice, even more length of the heart. That's it, buddy. Over the toes, upward facing dog. And then all the way up and back, downward facing dog. It's amazing what just even like a 1/4 of an inch and the length through the heart will help in your Chaturanga jump backs, your arm balances, all that stuff. And in your life as well. A little more trust of the heart and length of it forward, allowing the head to take a little bit of a back seat. One more. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. At the end of the exhale, step or jump it all the way up. Lengthen forward as you inhale. And then fold forward as you exhale. Circle rise, take it all the way up. Rise up, look up, touch the palms, and then exhale, pull the palms together at your heart. Cool, last one. Palms drop, circle rise. Exhale, fold, release it down. Lengthen it out as you inhale, and then step or float it back, Chaturanga. Yeah! Over the toes, upward facing dog, and then all the way up and back, downward facing dog. Here we go. Lift the right leg up in the air, please. From there, take the knee all the way across to your left tricep muscle. Pull the right shoulder back a little bit. Now listen up. When you inhale, slide the knee down to your left wrist. Exhale, lift it above the elbow. Good. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. 2 more. You got it. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Good. Kundalini 1. You can hop the back foot up 2 or 3 inches, okay? Squeeze the wrists in. More length in the heart like we just practiced. That's it, buddy. Now the top foot, work a little bit more into the midline. Squeeze those elbows in. One more length of the heart. Good work. Vashisthasana. Right foot stacks on top of your left foot. That was great. You got more extension there than you have. Did you feel it? That was really good. Okay, now, this is pretty good. Lift the left ribs. It's the bottom ribs. Now lift the right foot just an inch up off the bottom one, and let's flip this dog. Set the ball of the foot behind you, lift the heart up and over, the imaginary high bar. Wrap the top tricep in towards your chin. Can you lift even a little higher? That's it. Firm the left wrist in. That's the bottom wrist. Now reach the right arm all the way up. Good. Pull the right knee all the way into the chest. Thanks for this transition, Brock. Set it down, crescent pose. Set the ball of the foot down. Yep. Or excuse me, stay on the ball of the back foot. And then from there, let's have you buckle your hip points. Lift the left hip point a little higher. Soften the traps down the back body. Awesome. Good. What should we do next? I'm feeling like we should do some pistol squats in a minute. You know pistol squats? I like them. Before we get there, let's bring the palm. He likes it. Let's go palms together at your heart. Twist it up. Left tricep to your right thigh. Crescent twist. So feel into levelizing your hips as best you can here. A lot of times that left hip will droop down. So you want to lift the outer left hip slightly up. Yep. Lift the left thigh up. Pull the heart closer towards the left side of your mat and pull the thumbs closer towards your heart. Nice. Awesome. Now look down at your right big toe. Put the weight into the right foot. Step the left foot all the way up to meet it. Find yourself in chair twist. Haven't even done a chair pose yet. We're in chair twist. Squeeze the outer left hip in. Squeeze the left knee slightly back. Like my hands are on your hips. Again, pulling those hips back as you're elongating your left ribs forward. Take one more inhale here. Now unwind at chair pose, Utkatasana. If you can, actually look down at your big toes. If you can see them, squeeze the shins back. If you can't see them, squeeze them back until you can. Okay, now from here, bring the palms together at your heart. Okay, now keep the left knee in line with your right knee. Start to extend your left foot forward. Yeah. Can you sink a little deeper and really keep that left knee in line with the right knee? Tip the heart slightly back. Yes. Can you sink a little deeper? Yes. Can you lengthen the left heel a little bit further forward? Yes. Take one more breath there. Stand all the way upright. Extend the leg forward. Nice. Now dancer's pose. Bend the knee, reach back, grab the tops of the foot or the ankle. Actually, reach back with the right hand too. Reach back with both hands for a moment. Yep. Press the tops of the foot into both hands. Lift the heart a little bit higher. That's it. Okay, now reach the right arm up to the ceiling. Yep. Now with your breath, start to lengthen forward. So allow the breath to guide this so you're not just coming down if you're not feeling engaged. Now work the left ribs further forward. Lengthen the chin further forward. Yeah, more chin. More right hip back towards me. Yes, now listen up. Warrior 3, release the left leg back, reach the left arm forward. Awesome. Thank Brock for this thing that's coming up. Take the hands to your hips. Lengthen your hips back. Keep your hands on your hips. Inhale, bend the right knee. Exhale, hug the left knee in to meet the right. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Exhale, lengthen the left heel back. 2 more. Inhale, bend the right knee. Exhale, pull the left knee in. Inhale, straighten right leg. Exhale, extend left leg. 1 more. Inhale, bend the right knee. Exhale, pull the left knee in. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Exhale, shoot the left leg back. Hold. Reach the arms all the way forward. 1 breath. Standing splits. Release it down. Woo! Woo! That was good. I was going to do more pistol squats, but I don't think that would have been very nice of me. He just goes, nope. Extend the left leg all the way along. Set it back at the back of the mat. And then take the right leg all the way back. Find yourself in plank pose. Nice and easy lower chaturanga. Over the toes, upward facing dog. And then all the way up and back, downward facing dog. Good. Take a couple breaths here, everybody. Since I'm so nice like that. And then let's have you take a Little lion's breath. Big inhale in through your nose. Let it out. Ah! That felt good. Let's do it again. Big inhale in through the nose. Let it out. Ah! Should we do a third one? Big inhale in through the nose. Make it really loud. Ah! Yeah. All right, moving some energy. Here we go. Left leg rises up. Okay, from there, pull the knee all the way across to your right tricep muscle. When you inhale, slide the knee down to the right wrist. Exhale, lift it up. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift it up. Good. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift it up. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift it up. One more. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift it up. Hop the back foot up an inch or two or three. Good. And again, if you're just in the setup for Kundinyasana 1, just keep those elbows right up over the wrist like you would for Chaturanga. That's good, Chris. Now pull your heart even further forward like we worked on. Even further forward. Yes, buddy! Awesome. Work this right heel into the midline a little bit. Squeeze the elbows in. All right, Vashisthasana. That was great. Awesome length. Did you feel it on that side too? That was killer. Now roll the top hip towards me slightly. Good. Find the breath. And then lift the top foot just an inch up off the bottom one. Let's flip this dog. Set the ball of the foot behind you. Lift the heart up and over. Awesome. Wrap the top tricep in towards the chin. There you go. All right. Now from there, reach the left arm all the way up. Pull the left knee all the way into the chest. Good. Lift the right ribs a little higher. Look down at your right thumb. Step the left foot by the right thumb. Ball the back foot and up into crescent pose. Yep. So if it's ever stressful on your neck and shoulders, you can always go, cactus arms like this instead. If the arms are reaching up, just be conscious of the shoulder slumping on the neck. Soften and wrap the triceps in. So you soften those traps down. Now from there, pull the palms together at your heart. Start to tip the heart forward out over your front knee. Let's twist this crescent pose. Right elbow to the left thigh. Yep. Nice. Good levelization. It's like my hand is right behind your back heel, and you're pressing that heel into my imaginary hand as you lift that right thigh a little bit higher. Awesome. Pry the top collarbone slightly open. Press the left thumb into the right thumb. Good. Look down at your left big toe. Put the weight into the left foot. Step the right foot all the way up to meet it. Find yourself in chair twist. Sink a little lower. Yep. Pull the right knee a little back. Yeah. Sit a little deeper. Awesome. A little deeper. Yes. Take one more inhale there. Chair pose. Unwind the twist. Utkatasana. All right. Now we go into the little pistol squat thing on this side. So from there, sink a little deeper and start to extend your right foot forward. Keep the right knee in line with the left. Yes. Can you sink a little deeper? Tip the heart slightly back. Yes. Pull the front ribs into the back body. You got it. Yes. You got it. Can you sink a little deeper? All right, take one more inhale here, sink a little deeper, and then straighten it all the way up. Straighten it, straighten it, straighten it! And then bend the back knee. Reach back, grab the tops of the foot, squeeze the right heel towards the right tush. Grab with both hands if you can for a couple moments here. Yeah, and really press the tops of the foot into both hands. Okay, now release the left arm all the way up to the ceiling. And then reach the left arm and ribs a little higher before you come forward. Yep. Keep the length, and then with your breath, start to extend forward. Left hip back towards the back of the mat, right ribs forward towards your chin, and your chin's lengthening further forward here. Chin's lengthening further forward here. Chin's lengthening further forward here. Awesome. Press the top of the left thigh back. Yes. Awesome. Take one more inhale here. Nice and easy, warrior 3. Reach the right arm all the way forward. Extend your left heel back. It's great. Press the top of the left thigh back. Flex the right heel. Karate kick this right heel back towards the back of the mat. Good. Take the hands to your hips. Yep. Work the hips back. Lengthen the heart forward. Pull the front ribs in, and here we go. Thanks, Brock. Inhale, bend the left knee 6 inches. Exhale, hug the right knee in to meet it. Inhale, straighten your left leg. Exhale, shoot the right leg back. Good. Inhale, bend your left knee. Exhale, hug the right knee in. Inhale, straighten left. Exhale, shoot right. You got it. One more. Inhale, bend the left. Exhale, hug the right knee in. Even if you fall out, who cares? Inhale, straighten the left leg. And then exhale, shoot the right leg back. And then lower, standing splits. And if you fall out, who cares? It's just a practice. You don't have to be perfect. He doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to be perfect. None of us have to be perfect. So you just do the best that you can. And this is really hard stuff if you didn't know that already. But because Chris wanted more, it was all you. He was like, come on, this isn't hard enough. Turn it up. So I did. But yes, do the best you can moment to moment. And when you hit that edge, step it back, plank pose, and take a vinyasa. We'll meet you in downward facing dog. So when you hit that moment where you're like, oh my God, I can't. I literally can't. Take a step back. Notice the difference between when you come to your edge and when your mind has decided that you can't. There's a very big difference. And that's what we're working with here in this process. A few more breaths here in downward facing dog. It's the difference between getting out of the way and letting something else take over and the mind kind of running the show. And even if you drop to child's pose, that's great. But just allow that drop to be from your spirit, from your soul, from breath and connection. Versus like, I've had it with this. Actually, that kind of works too. Let's use that for lion's breath. Big inhale in through the nose. Feels good. Be alive. Here we go. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. At the end of the exhale, step or jump it all the way up to the top. Lengthen forward as you inhale, and then fold forward as you exhale. Let's take it into chair pose from here. Utkatasana, please. Nice. Again, look down at your big toes. If you can't see them, pull the shins back till you can. Now sink a little deeper. My hands are on your hips. I'm pulling those hips back. For a moment here, dome like a scared cat. Yes. Keep that much engagement in your ribs. Tip the head back, tip the heart back. Yes. Then soften the traps down. Keep that engagement. One more breath here. Sink a little deeper, sink a little deeper, sink a little deeper. Stand all the way up. Woo! Bring the palms to your heart. Chair pose. One breath, Utkatasana. And then exhale, fold forward, release. Inhale, lengthen forward halfway, and then exhale, step or float it back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Nice, brother. Inhale over the toes, upward facing dog, and then all the way up and back, downward facing dog. I am wearing my Navasana navy t-shirt. Should we celebrate somebody's birthday, you think? Should we? Thinking we might. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. Right leg rises up in the air. Pull the left hip back. Nice and easy. Pull the knee to the nose. Step the foot between the thumbs. Warrior one. Spin the back foot flat. Inhale. Rise it all the way up. Take a couple breaths in this first one. Spin the left ribs forward. Press the top of the left thigh back. Yes. As you press the top of the left thigh back, see if you can grow the back ribs, the front ribs a little taller, and then soften the traps down. One more thing. Roll the outside edge of your back foot down flat. And then exhale, release. Hands down to the ground. Step the right foot back. Nice and slow, lower chaturanga. Over the toes, upward facing dog. And then nice and easy all the way back to downward facing dog. Good. We go left leg. Let's rise it up in the air. Keep the core engaged in the transition. Pull the knee to the nose. Step the foot down. Vira one. Inhale. Reach the arms all the way up. A few moments here. Sink a little deeper here. Lift the back ribs a little higher there. Yep. One more breath here. And then exhale, let it go. Hands down to the ground. Step the left foot back. Nice and easy, lower Chaturanga Dandasana. Over the toes, upward facing dog. And then all the way up and back, downward facing dog. Good work, good work. Take 3 to 5 here. Again, continuing to press the thumb and forefinger down, especially the knuckle of your thumb. Gateway to the shoulder. Okay, from here, inhale, bend your knees, look forward. At the end of the exhale, step or jump it all the way up to the top. Inhale, lengthen forward, and then exhale, fold forward. Awesome. Circle, chair pose, Utkatasana. Good thing I caught myself. Pull the shins back a little bit. And then exhale, press the heels down, stand all the way up. Look up, touch the palms, and then exhale, pull the palms to the heart center. Nice. Here we go. Back to chair pose, Utkatasana, please. Sink it down. And then exhale, fold forward. Release the hands to the ground. As you inhale, elongate, heart forward. Nice and easy. Step or float it back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Lengthen that heart forward. There you go. Over the toes, upward facing dog. And then all the way up and back, downward facing dog. Right leg rises up in the air. From there, pull the knee all the way to the nose. Step it down. Warrior one, single breath. Inhale, rise up. When you exhale, exhale, fold. Release the hands down to the floor. Step it back, plank, and then lower with control. Over the toes, up dog. And then back to down dog. Good. Left leg rises up in the air. Pull the knee to the nose. Step the foot down. Inhale, rise all the way up, warrior one. When you exhale, fold. Release the hands down to the ground. Step it back, plank pose. With control, lower. Over toes, up dog. And then nice and easy back to downward facing dog. Nice work, everybody, nice work. Take about 3 to 5 breaths here in the dog. And we do single breaths, but you know, if that's too much for you, if you need a couple breaths, that's cool. Go at your pace, your rhythm, just so that you're not hurrying through. You make it a moving meditation. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. At the end of the exhale, step or jump it up. Lengthen forward as you inhale, and then fold forward as you exhale. Chair pose, sink it down. Utkatasana, please. Good, sink a little deeper, sink a little deeper, sink a little deeper, sink a little deeper, little deeper, little deeper, little deeper, little deeper, little deeper, little deeper. Oh, hold, hold. Okay, all the way down. Let's come to Ardha Navasana. Just half boat pose. Yep. Good. Crunch it up. Hold it. Crunch it all the way up to Navasana. Breath of fire. Big inhale, hold. Couple more moments here. If this is too much, bend the knees. You can set the hands by the hips, okay? Or if you're with us, exhale it out. 10 like this. Inhale, lower halfway. Exhale it up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, exhale. 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 One more. Inhale, exhale, hold. Good. Set the feet down. Maybe no hands. Chair pose. Fold forward. Release it from there. Inhale, lengthen forward as you inhale. And then you can go ahead and step or float it all the way back. Chaturanga. Over the toes, up dog. All the way up and back to downward facing dog. I'm laughing because of what is coming next. Big inhale into the nose. Let it out. Right leg up in the air. Pull the left hip back. Take the right knee to the back of the right tricep. Cool, now listen, inhale, lower the knee down to the right wrist. Exhale, lift it up. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift it up. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift it up. 2 more. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift it up. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift. Pause. Hop the left foot in about 1/3 of the way. Before you come into it, pull the heart further forward, like we've been working on. Squeeze the elbows in. Here, I'll even demo it with you. Okay, so we want heart further forward. Look way forward. Then if you're feeling it, maybe that back leg just lifts and tips. Nice. Now, warrior one from there. Set the back foot down flat, step the foot between the thumbs, and rise it all the way up. And then exhale, fold. Release the hands down to the ground. Step it back, plank, and then lower with control. Over the toes, upward facing dog. And then all the way up and back, downward facing dog. Nice. Left leg rises up in the air. Pull the knee at the back of the left tricep. Inhale, lower the knee down to the left wrist. Exhale, lift it above the elbow. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Good. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. One more. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Pause. Hop the back foot in about 1/3 of the way. Yep. Lengthen forward through that heart. Make sure that the elbows are right up over the wrists. And you can keep it here, or just lift that back leg. Keep the length. Keep the squeeze of the elbows. Keep the press of the thumb and forefinger. I'll just keep here talking so you can take a little break. And step the back foot down. Set the left foot down and rise all the way up, warrior one. Good. Take another inhale here. And then exhale, let it go. Hands down to the floor. Step the left foot back, nice and easy lower. Chaturanga. Over the toes, up dog. Nice and easy down dog. You can stay in down dog or take a child's pose, your call. That was a lot, I know. A lot of energy's moving. A lot of stuff stirring. Reattend to your breath within it all, within everything that's come up. And see if you can keep moving moment to moment to moment. That's what it's about. You don't have to take care of what's going to come next. You just do now. And as you stay engaged now takes care of then. But the quality is different if we're trying to control it. Okay? So if you need to take a step back, do that to be engaged here and now. A couple more breaths here. because it doesn't matter if you ever get an arm balance. If you do, great. If you don't, great. Either way, presence. That's the whole deal. Getting out of the way, being here, being engaged in this moment in time. And getting out of the way, even for a moment, is a huge success. That's what this is about. Big inhale in through the nose. Let it out, exhale. Good. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. At the end of the exhale, step or jump it up. Lengthen forward as you inhale, fold forward as you exhale. Chair pose, Utkatasana, please. Sink a little deeper, sink a little deeper, sink a little deeper, sink a little deeper, and right back into it. Our favorite, Navasana, boat pose. Half boat pose. Breath of fire. Big inhale, hold. Let it out. Navasana, boat pose. Breath of fire. Big inhale, hold. Let it out. 10 to go. Inhale, exhale. 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 Good. Set the feet down. Chair pose, Utkatasana. And fold, lower. Good. From here, just grab opposite elbows and hang for a few. How we doing? Good. Good. How we doing? I wish I could hear you out there. Big inhale in through the nose here. Slow exhale out through the mouth. Good. Release the hands down. Inhale, lengthen forward halfway. Nice and easy step or float it back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Over the toes, up dog. And then all the way up and back, downward facing dog. Take a few moments in down dog. Reattend to the breath. You don't even have to control it. Just attend to where you're breathing. Attend to the quality of breath. Notice if it got a little tight. If it did, just be curious if you can open the lungs a little bit and breathe a little deeper. A couple more moments here. See if you can breathe into your belly. Soften your throat. And let the channels be a little bit more fluid and open. Good. Then from there, let's have you lift your right leg up in the air. Pull the knee all the way to the nose, pyramid pose. Step the foot down, walk the back foot up about a third of the way, and just fold. You can use blocks if you need to. You can set the blocks to either side of your front foot. Either way, whether you're on blocks or not, come onto your fingertips and allow your head to drop. And just let everything hang there for a few moments. Good. Now take the right hand to your right hip and lengthen your left arm forward towards the front. Yes. It's good. So the upper body is like in a warrior 3 position. Upper body's parallel with the floor. Not too high, not too low. Lengthen a little further forward. Work your right hip back with your right hand and press the top of your left thigh back towards the back of the mat. Good. Twisting triangle. Left hand down inside or outside the front foot. Of course, you can use a block if you need it. Breathe into your back ribs here. Nice. Pull the heart a little bit closer towards the right side of your yoga mat. That's it. Reach the pinky finger of the right hand a little higher. Okay, now from here, we're coming into twisting half moon. So look down, walk your hand about a foot out in front of the big toe. I set a block there for Chris. Use a block if you need it. He's levelizing his hips here with his hand on his back. Yeah, so for a lot of you at home, lift your left hip, your outer left hip a little higher. It may feel slightly strange, but supported at the same time. Press the right thigh back. That's it. Take another inhale here, lift the outer left hip again. Warrior 2, bend the front knee, spin the back foot down flat, windmill the arms all the way up and open towards the left side of your mat. And line it up however you like, heel to heel, heel to arch. I personally like heel to heel. Feels a little bit more supportive for my particular low back. Now take a look at your front knee. Tack that knee over the second toe. And then work your left rib slightly open. Yep. Press the top of the left thigh back, widen out your shoulder blades. Sound effects definitely help. Sink a little deeper. Nice. And back arm down the back leg. Let's reverse it. Work the knee a little towards the right, the front one again. Yep. And then from there, take it into side angle pose. Elbow to the thigh, or set the hand inside the foot or to a block. Nice. Now from there, let's have you take that top arm all the way out over your head, right into some extension. Okay, like my hands are on your hips, pulling them slightly back. Get a little scared cat for a moment here. Yeah, get the dome. Now get that engagement in your core. Keep the engagement and then re-lengthen forward. Yes. Now, you can keep this or add the right arm forward to the mix. Keeping that core engagement there. Yes. Lengthen the right ribs a little further forward. That's it, buddy. Awesome. Take one more inhale here. Warrior two. Good. From there, windmill the hands down, elbows in line with that front heel. So you're going to step the right foot to the outside of the yoga mat. Drop the elbows down so that the elbows are in line with your right heel. Now this could be too much. If it is, you set the left knee down. That's totally cool. Squeeze the right knee in towards your right shoulder and tip a little further forward so the shoulders are right up over the elbows. And again, drop the left knee if you need to. This is a hard pose. You should be feeling it there in your hips. Okay, now forearm plank. We've been here before. Step the right foot all the way back. Yep, and again, make sure that those shoulders are right up over the elbows. So for you, Chris, even go a little further forward. Yep, pull the elbows back, coil the spine forward, drop the hips a little lower. Nice, now we're gonna stagger side plank. Roll to the outside edge of your left foot, inside edge of your right foot, and reach the right arm all the way up towards the ceiling. Yep, good. Press the left wrist down. Good. Work your left shoulder a little bit forward over your left elbow. Yes, even a little bit more. Yes. Now lift the left ribs. Take one more inhale here. Good. Release the right elbow down, drop the knees down. Set up for dolphin pose, but let's drop to your knees first. So again, get those elbows right up over your wrists. Or excuse me, shoulders right up over your elbows. I got to get the verbiage right here. Shoulders right up over your elbows. Then uncurl the toes, lift the thighs up and back. Dolphin pose. Actually walk the feet up again a little bit. Yes. Good. Now from there, the turbo dog. Lift the elbows just 1 inch up off the ground, but keep the shoulders right up over the elbows. Yep, squeeze the elbows in. Now look forward. Chaturanga. Pull the heart forward, lower, then over the toes, upward facing dog, and then all the way up and back, downward facing dog. Nice big inhale in through your nose. Let it out, exhale. Good, here we go. Left leg rises up in the air. Nice and easy. Pull the knee to the nose. Step the foot down between the thumbs. Spin the back foot flat and walk it up 1/3 of the way as you fold and just release everything here for a few moments. I don't know if this standing sequence is going to be an hour. It might be like an hour and 6 minutes. Hope that's all right. Good. Let everything drop a little bit lower. Press the top of the right thigh back. Roll the outside edge of the back foot down flat. Okay, now take the left hand to your left hip. Reach the right arm all the way forward. Yep. Good. A little more length through the collarbones. That's it. A little more lift in the middle. Twisting triangle. Set the right hand down, flip the left arm up. Again, you can use a block inside or outside the front foot. Yeah, and reach that left arm up if you have not already. As you firm the outer left hip in and back, lift the outer right hip slightly up, and then press the right thigh back, keeping the outer right hip up. I know that's a lot. Now, isometrically, pull your bottom knuckles or fingertips back towards the back of the yoga mat to get a little bit more length forward. Yep. Now, look down, step the hand about a foot out in front of the big toe, come right into twisting Ardha Chandrasana, aka twisting half moon. Levelize the hips. Nice. Think more weight into your standing heel. So press the top of your left thigh back. As you levelize your hips, lift your right thigh higher and kick that right heel back. Yes, kicking that baby back the whole time. Isometrically pull the block back or the fingertips back to get more length forward. That's it. Take one more inhale here. Nice and easy, bend your left knee, warrior two, open up and into it. Awesome. Again, set it up as appropriate for your body today. Heel to arch. Take a look back at your back pinky. Straight line from back pinky all the way to the front one, and then soften down through the traps. Nice. Knee a little to the left. Press the top of the right thigh back, and then we go reverse it. Back arm down the back leg. Sink a little deeper in the front thigh. Work the knee again a little to the left, and then nice and easy side angle pose. Elbow to the thigh or set the hand inside the foot or to a block. Squeeze the outer left hip in. That's it. Soften any tension in the jaw, the lips. Continue that. Smooth and steady inhale and exhale as best you can, keeping the channels open. Reach the top arm all the way out over your head. Good. You can keep this or add the bottom arm forward to the mix. Yes. Keeping the breath fluid so that the heart and the soul can inform the brain versus, again, the brain trying to take control. Trusting yourself. You got this. Knee a little bit to the left. Yes, take one more breath here. And then warrior two. Awesome. Work the right ribs open one more time. Nice. And then from there, windmill the hands all the way down to the ground. Yep, step the elbows down. Inside the front foot, walk the left foot a little bit over to your left. Elbows down in line with your left heel. Again, if you need less, you drop the right knee down. Work the left knee in towards the left shoulder. Lift the right outer hip. And then pull the elbows back. Nice. And actually for you, Chris, you can work the shoulders just a touch forward over your elbows. And then again, pull the elbows back. Press the wrist down. Nice. From there, forearm plank. Step the left leg all the way back. Notice if the hips are jacking up. If they are, hips a little lower. Head of the thigh bones a little higher. Again, different than the kneecaps. Head of the thigh bones lift. Heels lengthen back, and then scrub the elbows back simultaneously. Yes. And for you, Chris, shoulders a little bit more over the elbows again, and then press the wrist points down. Nice. Stagger Vashisthasana to the right side, so outer right foot, inner left foot. Reach the left arm all the way up to the ceiling. Yep. And again, if this feels okay for you, work your right shoulder a little forward over that right elbow. And then try to turn that right bicep on, flex it on. That's it. Keeping the tricep and bicep on. Good. If that's okay, lift the bottom ribs a little higher and lengthen the shoulder a little bit forward again over that elbow. Awesome. Take one more breath here. And then release the elbow down. Drop the knees down, set up for dolphin again. Nice of me to give you a little break, right? Okay. So again, shoulders right up over the elbows. Yep. Now, from there, uncurl your toes, lift your knees just an inch up off the ground, and then press it all the way up and back, dolphin. Walk the shoulders a little bit forward. And again, you can just do dolphin. You don't have to do this chaturanga with us. You up for doing the chaturanga? Okay, squeeze the elbows in, look forward, and then when you're ready, keep looking forward, but squeeze your elbows in the whole time. Lift the elbows just 1 inch away from the ground. Squeeze the elbows in again, look forward, and then chaturanga. Pounce it forward, lower, over the toes, upward facing dog. And then all the way up and back, downward facing dog. Big inhale in through the nose. Let it out, exhale. We're at an hour and 1 minute. You good for one more standing set? You good for one more standing set? Okay, let's do it. Right leg rises up in the air. Pull the knee all the way to the nose, step it down, warrior one. Inhale, rise. And then exhale, warrior two. Heart and hips open towards the left side of your mat. Good. And from there, let's reverse this warrior. Back arm down the back leg. Sink the front knee a little deeper. Now listen up from here. Straighten your front leg. Come into triangle pose. Release the right hand down either outside the front foot to a block, or you can set that hand on your shin. If the front knee's hyperextended, put just a little micro bend in that knee. And try to wrap your right bicep slightly forward towards the front of your mat to open the right chest and soften the right shoulder. Nice. Now lift the right ear just a little away from the ground. Cool. Now you're going to look down. Put a little bend in your knee and step it all the way up into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. If you need a block, Chris, do you want a block? He says no, but if you want a block, take it. Good, now press the top of the right thigh back towards the back of the mat. Work the back foot slightly to your left. Yep. Press the left quadricep back towards me. Take one more inhale there. And then Chapasana. Bend the back knee, reach back, grab the tops of the foot. You can use both hands like Chris, or you can use one hand. He's using one hand that's the harder hand, but you can use the top hand. Or you can use the bottom hand, or you can use both hands. Either way, press the right thigh back. Yep. Make sure that that knee doesn't go higher than your hip. Levelize, yes, the knee. Then roll the top shoulder slightly open. Press the right thigh back one more time. Cool, now half moon pose for one breath, very easily, no drama. Reach the left arm all the way up. All right, release the hands down. You're in standing splits. Okay, now we're gonna come into handstand from here. So, keeping the shoulders over your wrist, first what I want you to do is I want you to take your left toes to your left wrist. So just tap the left toes, yes, dome like you would for a scared cat. Nice, and then extend the leg all the way along. Let's do two more like that. Left toes to left wrist, and then extend it all the way along. Good, one more time. Left toes to left wrist, extend it all the way along. Plant the palms flat. I'm not even gonna say much. Okay? Only thing I will say is belly over wrists and kick that leg up versus flinging it overhead. So once you lift, lengthen that heel up to the ceiling. And here we go. Yes. Chest up to the ceiling. Nice. Breathe. Take a couple moments. Don't rush through it. We'll just do one more on this side. When you're synced into your breath and when you're ready, go ahead and lift off. Nice. Ribs in. That's good. Yep. You got it. Chest up. All right, nice work. Vinyasa from there. Over the toes, upward facing dog, and then nice and easy back to downward facing dog. Big inhale in through the nose. Hold it. Let it out. Last one, left leg rises up. Pull the knee all the way to the nose, step the foot down, Virabhadrasana 1. Single inhale, you're gonna rise it all the way up. Good, exhale, open it up. Warrior 2, heart and hips face towards the side. Nice. Right chest slightly open, shoulder blades nice and broad. Good. Then from there, reverse the warrior, back arm down the back leg. Knee a little deeper. Good. Then from there, straighten the front leg and come all the way into Trikonasana, the triangle pose. Nice. I know it's weird, but even here, dome for a second like you would for a scared cat. Yes. Keep that engagement in the core and then re-extend. Lengthen. Firm the outer left hip in. Yeah, I just want you to make sure that those bottom ribs are engaged. It's almost like taming the chest down towards the pelvis. Good. Now, look down at your left big toe. And then when you're ready, Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Yeah, nice, brother. Firm the outer left hip in. Good. Lift the left ribs away from the ground. Nice. Couple more breaths here. You're doing great. Maybe the left ribs lift a little more and the right pinky finger lengthens a little higher up towards the ceiling. Good work. Now from there, bend the back knee, reach back and grab the tops of the foot or the ankle. Or you can use both hands if that's what you want to do. Press the left thigh back. Firm the outer left hip in. And most importantly, find the breath within it all. So in these super hard poses, we're not just holding on to do the pose. We're breathing and trusting moment to moment. As we sink in, life will take care of us. Our higher self will take care of us. Press the left thigh back. Take one more inhale here. Good. Release it. Half moon pose. One breath. And then release the hand down to the ground. Nice work. Right when you're there, you're going to tap the right toes to the right wrists. Chris is like, nope, I'm not doing that. I'm done with all of this shit. Right leg all the way up. Good. Pull the right wrist or right toes to the right wrist. And then extend it all the way back. From the outer left hip in, do it one more time. Take the right toes to the right wrist. Extend it all the way back. Nice. Now when you're ready, sink in with your breath and go ahead and bend the knee slightly. Shoulders stack right up over your wrists. And then just tip it forward. Tip it forward, lift the belly right up over the wrists. Even if you just lift 1/4 of an inch, it's awesome. Yeah, buddy, you got it. Kick this leg higher. Chest up towards the ceiling. There you go. Awesome. Breathe into it. That was great. That little micro adjustment was huge. Did you feel more length there? Okay, let's do it 2 more times. And when you're ready, lift. And if it doesn't happen the second time, it doesn't. Oh well. Yep. Front ribs in. There you go. Nice. Chest up. All right, good. Vinyasa, cleanse it out. Last one. Over the toes, upward facing dog, and then all the way up and back, downward facing dog. Walk the hands all the way up to, or excuse me, the feet all the way up to meet the hands, and just fold forward, hang there for a few moments. Yep, grab opposite elbows. If you prefer, you can slide the hands underneath the soles of the feet and just let the head drop. Everything chills for a couple moments here. All right, that was a doozy. How was that for you, buddy? All right. How was that for you? And then from there, you can lower all the way down to the ground. Bend the knees, sink it all the way down to the floor. We'll set you up for bridge pose. You want to use blocks tonight? Yeah. Okay. So if you got 2 blocks at home, I suggest this. We'll set the blocks underneath the soles of the feet. You can set the feet down when you're ready. And once you got that, I'd suggest probably scooting your butt just a little closer towards the blocks. Okay. You can set the hands by the sides. You can interlace them, behind your sacrum, whatever feels good. When you're ready, go ahead and lift the hips up towards the ceiling, bridge pose. And with the blocks, of course, it just gives a little bit more support for the low back, trying to get the hips lifted a little bit higher. So if you have any low back sensitivity, it helps to kind of take the strain out of that as well. Scissor the thighs towards the midline, like there's a block between your thighs. And now lift the hips even just a touch higher and lengthen the chin away from the chest. Yep. Take one more breath here. And then exhale, let it go. Drop the hips back down to the ground. Good. And let's do another one. Here we go. Inhale, lift it right back up. Isometrically pull the blocks back towards your shoulders. If that was weird, isometrically pull the heels back towards your shoulders if you're not using blocks. Now pull your heart a little closer towards your chin. Yeah, nice. And then nice and easy, lower back down to the ground. Take a breath there. And we'll just do one more. Here we go. Inhale, right back up. Bridge pose, last one. Press the soles of the feet down. Lengthen your tailbone towards the back of your knees. And then lift your hips just a touch higher. Thighs in. And nice and easy, lower down to the ground. Good work. You can release the blocks. Hug the knees in. Give them a good little squeeze there. And let's drop the knees over to your right for a couple moments. Head and shoulders will roll over to your left. If you need, of course, a little bit more. Actually, that's fine. Chris, do that. Extend your left leg long. I like it. Yep, and then hug the right knee in. Yeah, so you can take this version of twist tonight. So the right hand you can grab on the left thigh as the left arm rolls open. So one leg is straight, that would be your bottom leg, your left leg, and your right knee is on top. Oh yeah, that is your right leg. See, I was saying it wrong. I'm dyslexic. I'm going to say that again. Your right leg is long, the left knee is over. Okay, if you prefer the version where both knees are on top, that's cool as well. Did I say all that right? Okay. I think I got most of my left and rights correct tonight. All of them except for this one. Sorry, people. Take a couple more breaths here. Soften the left shoulder down. Yep. Take one more breath there. And then nice and easy, unwind the twist, and we'll switch sides. That would be now the left leg long, yes, and then the right knee over. Drop it over to the left side. Get a little chiropractic crack there. Good. And with your exhale, see if you can open the right chest towards the right, even just a little bit more. And whilst doing that, see if you can soften down the right shoulder blade down the back of the body. Good. And then from there, unwind your twist. We'll make your way into happy baby pose. So bend your knees, grab the outsides of your feet. And let's take it into thread the eye of the needle tonight. So stack the right shin on top of your left thigh. And let's have you reach under either your hamstring and grab the hamstring, or excuse me, under the ankle and grab the hamstring, or you can do like Chris and grab your knee here. So pull either the hamstring or the knee close to your left chest. And if you need to pry the right knee open with your right elbow, you can do that. Yep. Notice if the shoulders kind of creep up on your neck. If that happens, just gently soften them. Breathe a little deeper into the belly. And notice what comes up to the surface in the hip openers. We store negative stuff in the hips, but we also store positive stuff in the hips too. So it's not always negative. It's not always negative stuff we're working out. There's also the possibilities that are opening as we go into the stuff that could be, holding us back a little bit, or causing resistance or causing tension of some sort. As we go into that, the possibilities open up. So just hang with that for a few more moments here. And again, coming back to moment to moment to moment to moment. Chop wood, carry water, very basic. And then we'll switch sides. Because again, when things are challenging and things come to the surface to cause us resistance or, fight or flight in some way, it's the opportunity to come back to the basics, come back to the moment, to not overwhelm the senses. Because when things are triggered, the mind tries to protect ourselves, and it comes up with all these ways to try to protect ourselves. And so we have to be compassionate with our minds, be observant, and then just reel our attention back to our breath. And even if it's just a moment in time, we begin to make the connection that we're not our minds. Our minds are a wonderful and useful tool, but it's not who we are. We're something much more expansive than that. And that's where true healing comes in too, and we get to recognize the capacity of our inner pharmacy for healing, body, mind, and soul. From there, let's have you release that and make your way up to a comfortable seated position. We'll extend the legs straight, setting up for Paschimottanasana. So extend your legs straight. If you need, of course, more back support, you put a little bend in the knees, and then reach the arms all the way up to the ceiling. Good. Reach a little taller. And then I'm going to give Chris a block. When you exhale, just fold it forward tonight. You can reach as far forward as feels good as you just hang for a few moments here. Don't even worry about getting too much extension. Just let it all soften for a couple more moments. If you do have a block like Chris, pull one time back, and then nice and easy, rise all the way up to seated position, and then one vertebrae at a time, you're going to roll it all the way down to the ground. Setting up for Shavasana. So we rolled about 77 minutes. So if you got to go, no worries. If you can hang with us for Shavasana for a couple minutes, go ahead and settle in a little deeper. And to help you let go a bit deeper, Let's take one last big inhale in through your nose. You're going to hold it in at the top of your lungs about 15 seconds here. Take a sip of air in. Take another sip of air in. Take your last sip of air in. And then exhale, let it out. Nice work, everybody. You worked hard. This is your time to receive back all the vital life force energy that you deserve because of all that you put in. So give yourself the space to do nothing for a few minutes here and rest deeply in Shavasana. And the next time you inhale, let's breathe in just a little bit deeper. And then exhale, let it out of your mouth. Begin to wiggle your toes, your fingertips. And then from there, let's just hug the knees into your chest. And we'll fall over to your right side just for a brief moment. And you're going to press into your left palm and rise all the way up into a comfortable seated position. And from there, let's have you bring the palms to your heart. Allow the heart to slightly lift, the shoulders to slightly soften. Okay, let's seal this in with one Om. So nice big inhale in through your nose. Nice, bowing the head down towards the hands, sealing in the practice. And then slowly rising your head all the way up. You can blink your eyes open. Namaste.